other day you did. So I'm trying to figure
Cheers. Wait, huh? No, I'm just like, hi guys. It's Easy Tiger.
does it?
Tiger King.
Hey guys, so today I thought since we can't do anything in person, we can't have any wine nights in person, unfortunately right now, that me and Gabby would sit down and kind of just let you guys join a wine night with us.
Thanks for this Zoom, by the way.
Virtually. What, Zoom? Oh yes, Gabby begged to Zoom. So originally, of course, like me and Gabby can just FaceTime because there's two of us, but for the purposes of this video, we broke out Zoom.
For the tea.
For the tea. I was really thinking, I was like, what? Because after all of these years, there's a lot of stuff that's happened, but it's like, I feel like I can't even remember half of it.
I know. Especially like being in quarantine, I like forget memories.
Okay, there's been so many times where after a night out, we're like, we deserve a reality show.
Well, think about like all the time. Think about all the stuff that we don't remember.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing though, and I say this all the time. Some people can drink and drink and drink and remember everything. I have a sip of water and I forget everything.
Yeah, it just, for me, it stems back to just having a bad memory in general.
100%, because I can literally just have a beer and I'm like, huh?
I'm like, ooh.
Like, I remember, it's just, I have just a bad memory is what it really comes down to. But
what do you think? We just talked about this the other day, but like, what do you think? Oh, we can show our kids this video.
We can show our kids all of our videos. Like, why this one? The one where we're sitting in our rooms. This is the one that we're gonna show.
Because they're gonna want to know, like, how are we gonna explain what this was like? Like, this is literally unexplainable. You cannot explain it.
I mean, we were talking about the fact that we don't really understand how bars are gonna reopen.
Right.
Like, I don't see how they're gonna be like, surprise, they're open, and like hundreds of people are gonna be in this room together.
I definitely think it'll be some sort of like capacity control.
100%. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but thinking back to times where we, could leave the house. Ooh, fun.
Because I know Saddle, we are not 6 feet apart. Hi.
Yeah. At Saddle, I don't think we're 1 foot apart.
No.
At Office, we're 0 feet apart.
Yeah. Every time I've been to Office, it's never been busy. For the most part.
On my birthday.
I know you've been to Office a lot.
On my birthday, Office was so crowded to the point where like you couldn't move.
I was talking to Lex the other day. I go, I'm old when my wind down for my birthday was at Cella.
One.
I was like, I'm ancient.
There are so many things that I think about, and it's like, those things where it's like, oh, she doesn't know about this. She's too young for you, bro. Stag. If she doesn't know about Stag.
She doesn't know about Stag.
If she doesn't know about the Cella, I never know how to say it.
I say Cella.
Wind down, Cella wind down. She's too young for you.
Well, it's funny because I think that, and it's so the atmospheres between the two, like Cella and Celine, are so different. I feel like you go to Cella and you're finding like a businessman, real estate agent, like spiked up gelled hair, like you're finding someone's husband.
Yes. Someone's, but then also could be yours.
It's a possibility. Yes. Then you go to Celine and you find fratty daddies.
Mm-hmm.
You find straight fratty daddies. UCF upperclassmen.
Yeah.
But Cella, I remember Cella, like I always felt like a baby there.
Me too. It's weird because we're talking about like all these bars, and I think it was either last video or the video before, because I had never like publicly said where I like lived and went to school. I had always, people figured it out, of course. Like people knew, okay, she's always at Disney, blah, blah, she has to go to school in Orlando. But I never sat there and said like, I go to UCF. But in my last video, I was like, well, I mean, I don't live there anymore. I don't really go to school there anymore. So I can kind of talk about it now. Mm-hmm. So it's cool finally being able to say like, Orlando, are you okay? Like I know I post a lot of stuff about my life on the internet, but it was weird like actually saying like where I lived. So I never did, but I don't really live there anymore.
People are insane. I'm gonna find it out anyway.
People are insane. I think me and Gabby are finding out people are insane because we decided to dabble in Tinder. terrible decision. Terrible. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but it's just
good. This should be a topic of discussion. I'm gonna talk about my experience that I just experienced.
Yes. You can talk about your experience.
That is like tea. No names, of course. So Nikki was like, you know, I'm gonna download Tinder now to back home, like just for fun. And I was like, you know what, whatever. Like a week later, I was like, all right, let me do it. So I get on, swipe him, so he's like attractive boys. I stand very corrected when I say boys. No, I come across one, you know, like we match, and he hits me up like right away, like as soon as we match. Like he has notifications for Tinder on. And he follows me on Instagram. I'm like, wow, like I always told you, I'm like, they never reach out first, like blah blah blah. Like so I was like, okay, cool. And this was on like a Friday. This is on a Friday. He then proceeds to, you know, like ask me, oh, what do I do, blah blah blah, and ask me for my Snapchat, which I'm completely fine with giving out because I'm private on Snapchat anyway. So if I delete you, you're done.
Snapchat's like the perfect icebreaker.
Yeah. If I delete, yeah. And it's like if I delete you, you're done. Like Instagram, I'm public on, so it's like, you know, whatever. So he adds me on Snapchat. Long story short, he Snapchats me like 7 times in one sitting. I didn't feel well this past weekend. I had like whatever, and I woke up from a nap, and he literally. I remember I told you I clicked through it like it was a story.
You watched someone's story.
I literally, it was like, so you're just gonna ignore me? Click. All right, then click. Bet. Click. Do you want to come to FSU this weekend? Click. You would have thought that I've known this man my whole life. Guys that I've known my whole life don't even do that.
First off, no one wants to go to FSU in general right now. No, where would I don't want us to put on FSU's campus to begin with because of the germs.
Hold on. First of all, going anyway, he could have been like, let's go to Gainesville, and it still would have been the same thing, but you don't do that.
I don't know you, first off.
Like you don't do that. You don't just like get on an app and then like harass the person that you're interested in. Like you don't just, oh yeah, remember that one time I was like, he asked me to hang out, and like I haven't been hanging out with anyone this whole time besides like going to work and with my work friends. I was like, yeah, you know, like I'm just with family tonight. Like I have family over, and he goes, yeah, I'm sure you do. Like as if he knew me.
Your whole life.
My whole life. I'm just confused because the first 2 snaps were like, oh, you're going to ignore me? Bet. All right, cool. And then I was like, want to go to FSU with me this weekend? Luckily, we had a mutual friend. Our mutual friend said, no. And that's that. Do you have any tea? Oh, you can't spill it yet. Soon come, guys.
Soon come.
Guys.
Soon.
Guys. This one, you better turn on your post notifications because this one's going to be a good one.
If I can, like, I don't know yet. Like, it's so confusing, and I'm going to figure it out after. I mean, I probably still will tell a story time depending on what happens. Like, whether I probably still will tell the story time. Here's the thing. I re-downloaded Tinder.
I love when you do the here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I re-downloaded Tinder after years. Like, I had not been on it. I was like so against it. I'm on it for literally a day, and everything went haywire. I just want to know why me.
I just want to tell you that I warned you.
And that's where I like always have an issue. I think everyone's such a sweet kid. That's my downfall. Every time. I mean, let's just think about what can I like call him? I mean, I'll say his name and then take it out. Let's think about Jacob. Such a sweet kid. No, but you know what I mean? Like, I always have the downfall of
see my face.
I always think they're so nice. Like, I'm going to give them a chance because they're so nice. And then it just always bites me in the bum.
He was nice.
To a point.
They're nice until it's like almost commitment time.
Yes.
And it's kind of like, okay, so what are we going to do? I'm not asking you for the title, though.
No.
But it's just like, they're kind of figuring out, like.
They think in their head that we're asking for the title, even though we're not.
Yeah. So now it's like, oh, what am I going to do with this girl? I either ghost her to get out of this, or because things were going great. They were going great. He knows if he was a mature man about it. He would have to have an explanation why he would just stop talking to you.
Right, but they just can't fathom.
I went on a date and got ghosted after.
So I was very proud of Gaby because she, you know, went out of her comfort zone. She started talking to this
I hate everyone, so no, I'm kidding.
And they went on a date. They went on a dinner date. And I was, like, really happy. I was super excited that she, you know, went on this date.
Me too. Uh-huh. Me too. And if you're watching.
So they went on this date. Everything went really, really, really good. And then he was like, oh, text me to get home, you know. Text me to get home. So she did, you know, got home, but never heard from him again.
About 3 weeks later, social media. Good old social media. Social media is like.
We love and hate social media.
Yeah. Good old social media. He posts a girl. Later, come to find out, after doing the things that girls do, found out that he had been speaking with her. I don't know on what terms, but they're like.
I don't really know. I mean, we kind of know, like, from when. Kind of, but, like.
But they are together now.
Speaking.
I just wish he would have been, like, straight up and kind of just been like, do you want to just hang out? Like.
Yeah. I don't really understand. Like, that I don't understand because I feel like I get hit more with the, you want to hang out and not the dinner.
I literally texted Nikki and said, I'm never doing that again. So, I'm never doing that again, actually.
I am very, and I think this also bites me in the butt a lot, I'm very positive. I try to see things very positively. I try to be very optimistic, but like I said, it does bite me in the butt. So I feel like I try to be very, like, you know, positive for you and, like.
And I'm like,
rah rah.
Never in a million years would I have thought that, like, I just wouldn't hear from the kid again. Like last time I heard from him was when I left his driveway.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
No, yeah, you never, especially in those situations, you literally never see it coming. Like, at all. At all. I think the two that it happened to me with the first one, I mean, we had a whole birthday trip planned for me, and then all of a sudden it disappeared.
What are you talking about?
Jacob. I mean, like, he came for my, like, he literally came to Miami for my birthday. Like, we had that whole thing.
Yeah. We might as well just say the names at this point. Don't even bleep it out. No, because you know what? Everybody wants to have balls to ghost people. Then be fine when you're called out on the internet about it then.
You're not wrong. I always do say when I do story times, and I do try to, you know, like, stay very calm about it, don't say names, but these really are true situations that have happened. These people did do these things to me. So if you didn't want me to talk about it, then you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I'm like, it sucks. So, like.
But yeah, so that one was very confusing. And then the other one, Cam, literally went on such a nice dinner date.
That one really took me for a.
That one.
For a spin.
I went home and literally just never heard from him again. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I did actually end up hearing from him again, but, like, way, way down the line.
No, Jacob's worse.
Jacob's worse, 100%. Would you ever let me, like, when we can actually, you know, reconnect, would you ever let me go on your Tinder and, like, pick guys for you?
Yeah, but I would probably just unmatch with them because
you would never actually speak to them.
I thought that you knew my taste, but I don't think you do.
No facial hair. I've learned no facial hair very quickly. No facial hair.
You can have some facial hair.
Minimal. We were in Lake Tahoe.
I don't remember the last time I've ever been that sick.
You were so sick, and I don't know how we slept in the same bed, and I did not get sick.
Yeah. Why? My mom's like, you and Nikki traveling together is like
a recipe for disaster.
Why? Why does it have to always be something?
But it's not like it's us that's the recipe for disaster. It's like the universe.
They're out to get us.
Out to get us. Because it's not us. Like, we aren't the issue. It's like unforeseen reasons that mess us up.
Our most recent trip was definitely the universe. Me getting sick, I don't really know where that was from.
You had your thermometer because you checked your temperature in the Sprinter van from Jake Paul's party to the hotel.
I said, I don't care who's around me. and I'm checking the temperature because if y'all start getting too close, you're gonna get strep.
The night prior, though, we got to LA and the Airbnb was heinous.
God awful.
But it was the night of Jake's party, so I was like, I don't care what we're doing, I don't care where we're going, but we're going to this party.
You know, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, I was run down to the core, but it was a lot of fun. Once I got on the antibiotics, I was like ready to party.
Yeah, once I feel like that was definitely the turning point.
You were like, this kid said that he has us on the list. He has us on the list, and I was like, all right, well then let's go. We're going.
I remember sitting in that roach-infested Airbnb like this. I mean, Cameron Dallas throwing up on my feet will just forever be
Cameron Dallas
stroking your fingers through his hair as
I stroked my fingers through. He was dead on the bar right here, and I was like this, stroking my fingers through his hair. At that point, you're just like, I don't even care that it's Cameron Dallas. I was never crazy over Cameron Dallas anyway. I mean, yeah, he's cool, but like,
I was in the MagCon days. I was like way back in the MagCon days.
Yeah. I wasn't into him. So of course when I saw him, I'm like, you're a regular dude. And he's like passed out on my shoulder talking a whole bunch of nonsense. Look at me at the Jersey Shore, 17 years old after prom.
The little tiny babes.
So where's our next trip?
We just watched Too Hot to Handle on Netflix.
We can talk about that. Okay, so I watched the first episode and I was like, you gotta watch this, Nikki. Like, you gotta finish it. And so I binged it in one day, which I've never done that with a series before. I wonder if Haley came out with her hate video yet.
Okay, so if you haven't seen the show, you should really go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called Too Hot to Handle, and it's about where a bunch of singles go on this island. They didn't say what island it was, but they go on this island.
They're in Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah.
So they go to Mexico, and they aren't told. I mean, if you don't want to know what the show's about, then don't listen to me. But yeah, don't just skip ahead until I'm done talking about it. But they aren't told that they're not allowed to touch each other, kiss each other, sleep with each other, nothing. Like, they can't go near each other pretty much. And if they do, they get money taken out of the $100,000 prize fund, which is for everyone. So if you do something, you are taking money from everyone else.
But they didn't even know how the money was going to work.
They did not. They didn't know if one person was going to win it, 10 people. So all they knew was there was $100,000 on the line.
The whole point of the experience was self-growth. Like, if you showed self-growth, you were like doing the experience. The retreat is what they called it, right? If you didn't show self-growth, you're leaving.
You got literally kicked off.
Yeah, you got kicked off like the island.
But if you watch and you see how these people talk, like, some of them I was like, how are you, like, are you just talking like this, like, to get, hype, to get clout? Like, why are you saying these things? Is this really how you are? Because if this is really how you are, I'm scared. All those times where people get kicked off and like, you have 30 minutes to collect your belongings. I'm like, their bags are already packed. They knew they were going home.
Yeah, how does that work?
Well, I remember from Love Island, people would always say that, like, their what's it called? They had a hotel room outside the villa that they then went to. So they were kicked off, they packed their bags, and they left the villa, and they went to another part of the hotel and had a room there. Hi, Cox! Hi, Coco! Oh.
Hey, hi, everybody!
She's so cute. She wants camera time, and I get it.
I want to go on Paradise, but it's so annoying because you can't go on Paradise until you go through.
I think I would actually I could never be in a competition with like 20 other girls over one guy.
They call like the one guy our boyfriend because Kelly's been hanging out with Peter.
Well, they've been posting so many TikToks together.
Well, they've known each other, which is why I never thought it was fair for her to go on.
100%. I thought that was very odd too. I remember her dating each other.
Everyone needs to be at the same starting level.
You can't know her before. That doesn't make any sense.
No. That was the case, then he should have just dated you before he went on the TV show.
Right. But I really don't think I could have ever been in a situation where I had a boyfriend with 20 other girls. especially once you start getting towards the end and there's 4 of you and you know that this guy is now with 3 other people doing the same thing, I would go insane.
I don't trust you. Sit down. Don't fall off.
That's you yelling at me when I'm drunk in bed.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
I didn't do mine today. I panicked.
I can tell. I'm a very spur of the moment kind of gal. I already washed it and everything. This is like
you do things very quickly. I take a lot of time to do things. I panic.
That's what I was gonna say. Where are we going next?
Going, traveling in the year 3045.
Why don't you do an island? I think we would have so much fun in an all-inclusive.
Where? An island?
Yeah. I heard Turks and Caicos is really beautiful.
Where we want to go is Nashville, Texas. That's really it. Those are the 2 places we really want to go.
I know.
But we just don't know when that's going to be. I guess I'll just close this out now. I need to pour more wine before we get into our next adventure of the night, which you guys may or may not hear about shortly. There may be a really good story time coming soon. I think there is a really good story time coming soon. But if you enjoyed sitting, hanging out with us, drinking wine, I hope you guys grabbed some wine while you sat with us. Then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what other things that you want to see me or me and Gabby do. Of course, as some would say, a package deal.
We need best friends.
Best friends to date.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, okay, well, I don't want that one. That one's obnoxious.
They're gonna be I want either of them. But anywho, oh my god, we get so sidetracked.
Yeah.
What was I even saying? Comment below. What? Comment down below. I don't know what I was saying. If you have what are you saying?
I said squirrel.
Oh, not paying attention. Squirrel. You lost me for a second. Anywho, subscribe and turn post notifications so you don't miss anything, especially about being stuck in the house. I'm posting a lot. I don't really have a time frame of when I'm posting, so definitely go check that out. I mean, definitely do that. Just subscribe because you never know when I'm posting and you never want to miss anything.
Post notification. So go.
We both have TikTok at Nikki Cortland.
At Gaby Alexi, GabyALEXI.
Everything linked down below. But we do both have TikTok. We are on and poppin'. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I need to go refill before me and Gabby do what we're about to do. You guys don't know what that is yet, but I promise there will be a story time coming very, very soon. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. We love you. And I will see you next time soon with a brand new video.
Bye.